Hello, grade 6 students. So this is the paper discussion session. It is formative assessment, September 2024. I know this is the first time you are going to sit for an exam or a test in the middle school. So this is kind of a different experience for you because up to grade 5 that you had the examination and test with the help of your teachers, and it's a different format. But from grade 6 onwards you are going to have a different approach, so then you want to be familiar with all these things, right? So first, when you have a paper, first what we need to do, we need to read the instructions. So then here, instructions to teachers, that here what happened, please write questions on the whiteboard. Now what happened, so then you can't see this paper, your teachers will write the questions here on the whiteboard. Ask children to keep 2 lines at the end of answer script for the teachers to write the feedback. So then whenever you write your answers, they will provide you the papers and how you are going to write the answers. After writing answers for a particular question, you want to keep 2 lines and then you start the next one because your teacher wants to write his or her feedback and 30 minutes for answering the questions, right? So then what you want to do, that you want to mention your name and everything when you start, right? You write your name, right? Let's say that I'll take something, let's say A. P. Pereira, something like this, right? And then you write grade 6A, right? So what else you want to write here? So then you can write your admission number, A00523, whatever your admission number, right? You know that your admission number, you write it. So then you put the question number 1. In question number 1, you have 4 sections under the Roman numbers, Roman number 1, 2, 3, 4. And what you do, that when you see the questions that on your whiteboard that you just write, always you use write the numbers correctly, the question numbers, and 20 minus 6. So these are very easy ones, children. They have given it like this. So then straight away you can write it is 14. Then you write the Roman number 2. Roman number 2, it says 13 minus 7. 13 minus 7, the answer is 6. So then I write here Roman number 3. Okay. And then 17 minus 11. 17 minus 11, that will be the answer. It is 6. And then the fourth one, right? It is 15 plus 3. 15 plus 3, the answer is 18. But before moving to the next question, I double check whether I wrote them correctly. Yeah, 14 plus 6, 20, correct. And 7 and 6, 13, correct. 11 and 6, yes, it is 17, correct. And then 15 plus 3, it is 18. That is done. So then we will move to the question number 2. Question number 2, you have the mix operation. That means you have addition and subtraction together. 7 minus, so then again that you have 2 questions, right? You have 2 questions. So then you put the Roman number 1 and there you write 7 minus 4. 7 minus 4 plus 6 plus 9. Okay. So then can you remember, I have explained you, when you come across with this kind of thing, first you want to write down the plus numbers closer, right? The plus numbers closer, right? So then here 7 plus 6 plus 9, then minus 4. Okay. Then 7 plus 6, what is the answer? So then you can do it step by step or straight away you can do this. 7 plus 6, it is 13. 13 plus 9, it is 22. From 22, you deduct 4, right? From 22, when you deduct 4, it gives me the answer 18. Okay, then I move to the part 2. Okay, so the part 2, it's like this. 61 minus 90, 61 minus 90 plus 87 plus 87 minus 27 minus 27. So what should be the first step? You write 61 and 87 closer and 90 and 27 like this, right? Then you can add that. You can do this in your working column. Then 67 and 87, when you add, it gives me 148. From 148, I want to deduct 90 and 27. First, I deduct 90. It gives me 58. And from 58, I want to deduct 27. Right? From that, I deduct 27. It gives me the answer 31. Always you want to double check your answers whether you have done this correctly. Right? First, you add 61 and 87. Then you get the answer 148. From that, you deduct 90. You get the answer 58. From 58, you deduct 27, right? So then it's easier for you to get the answers step by step like that. Okay, so then we will move to question number 3. So then here I write the question number 3. And what we need to do, round off 78 to the nearest 10. So then 78 to the nearest 10, I underline the tens place and I look at the next number. If the next number, that this is not equal, this is approximately equal. If the next number is 5 or more than 5, we can add 1 to the underlined number. That means 7 plus 1, 8, and this becomes 80. Okay, yes, 78 nearest, it is to the nearest 10, that is 80. And then we will move to the next one. Question number 2, what they have asked us to do. You want to find the difference between 637 and 968. Children, now they have given 637 first and they have given 968 later. Now you might think that you want to write it in the same order. No, here you want to write the difference. When you find the difference between two numbers, whatever the order they have given, we want to get the difference, that we get the highest value and then we deduct the lowest value from the highest value. Now here it is, the highest value is 968, right? And then 637. Right? So then you deduct 968 and 637. Then here it is 1, here it is 3 and 3. Right? The difference between the 637 and 968 is 331. Okay. Then the third one. The third question, look at this, children. You have something that you have the blank, right? You don't know what it is, that you have the blank, and then you have plus sign. And 72, the answer is equal to 114. Now you just see that you add 72 with a number, a certain number, we don't know. It gives you the answer 114. You want to find this missing figure, right? For an example, that you have something, for that you add 2, it gives you the answer 5. To find this figure, what we should do, we want to deduct 2 from 5, right? So then a particular number you have, then you add 2 to that particular number and it gives you the answer 5. If you want to find that specific number, the particular number which you had earlier, you deduct 2 from 5. The same thing we can do, that I'll do and show you here. 5 minus 2, the answer is 3. You just see that if you have 3, you add 2, it gives me the answer 5, right? Similar to that, what you are supposed to do here, you want to subtract 72 from 140, right? You want to subtract 72. It gives me the answer 42. Okay, so then here I take a different color pen and I write here 42. Okay, so then when you add 42 and 72, you can double check whether you got the correct answer. You redo the question, that means that you add 42 and 72, it gives you 114. Okay, so then the next one, you have the fourth one. It's like this. The fourth one, they ask us to do 82 minus 12, 82 minus 12, and plus 22, plus 22. What you're supposed to do now, here you want to first write the positive numbers, then you write the negative numbers. You just see when you add 82 and 22, what will be your answer? It is 104. From 104, you deduct 12. From 104, you deduct 12. It gives me the answer 92, right? So then we are done with the question number 3. Then we will move to question number 4. Okay. The question number 4, right? 42 times 2. 42 times 2. This is how they have given. What I do the multiplication here. 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 4, 8. Right? And here I write the answer 84. This is the Roman number 1. And then what is Roman number 2? You want to multiply. This is very interesting part. 65 multiplied by 200. Right? I want to double check the question. Yeah, 65. What I do, children, 65 multiply by 2 multiply by 100. What I did, I expanded 200. How I can expand 200? 2 into 100. Then I multiply 65 by 2. It gives me the answer 130. That 130 you multiply by 100, right? So then it gives me 13,000, right? 13,000. I know some of the students, they do this. They just multiply 65 by 200. But keep this in your mind. That is not the expected answer. Because we have learned that when we have 20, 200, 2000, something like this, first you want to expand and you want to write it with tens, hundred and thousands. With 200, you can write 2 into 100. If by any chance, if it is 2000, how we are going to write, children? 2 into 1000. If it is 20, 2 into 10. Then you multiply the given number 65 by 2 and that answer you multiply by 10, 100 or 1000 based on the number you have. Here we have 100, therefore I multiply 130 by 100. Okay, great. So then we will move to the last question. It's a worded one. On a particular day, bakery baked 1,295 fish buns. In the morning, 365 were sold, and in the afternoon, 655 were sold. How many were left, right? So then what you are supposed to do, that if it is the word problem, you want to write the answers with words. How you are going to write? Number of buns. That what are the fish buns, right? Number of fish buns. They made, right? So that is 1,295. 1,295, right? So then we have number of buns sold in the morning. Right? So then what it is 365. Then here you write 365. Now then what happened? So that you have sold 365. You had 1,295, and from this you deduct 365. Now you have only 930 buns. So then from that you have sold something, number of buns sold in the afternoon. Right? So then how many buns? 655. So then 655 you deduct from 900. So then this is the remaining number of buns. So then you write from 930 you deduct 655. It gives me 275. Children, that when you are writing the sentences, this is not the exact way, but this should be the exact meaning, right? That you can write it in the other way also, that it doesn't matter that you don't want to follow the same word order or the wordings and everything. You can write it, but you want to keep the meaning as it is, right? So then we are done with the 2024 September formative assessment, right? So then the next video will be the October 2024 formative assessment paper. After that, I'm planning to release the October monthly test papers, because these are the kind of, I would say that the more difficult than these papers. So then if you can practice more difficult sums before the formative assessment, you can get 20 out of 20 easily. Okay, children, we'll meet again with the next formative assessment paper, that is October 2024. Be in touch. So I'll release everything soon. Okay, children, see you then. Bye.